in the meantime, idling away, but we've got the steam boiler up to about 100 psi, and this pressure relief is going to go off at about 101 psi. So the maximum, well, it's not the maximum pressure, but that's the point at which the relief valve. So hear that? Now, hear that building? It's like a volcano. Hang on. That is deafeningly loud. Now that just dropped it down from 101 down to what, 98 or something like that, and then it's going to continue to work like that. We've got the fire dampened down. Here's the damper to the fire, so that's dampened down, but it's still right up there at about 100 psi. Now here's Chad's going to demonstrate. We got the water pump going here, and he's going to demonstrate running the fire hose. And this can help cool it down a little too.
Yeah, it'll drop the pressure a little bit.
Just the pressure,
yeah.
Okay, yeah. By running some of this water out of here.
Pop again anyway.
Yeah. Okay, so he's got the steam running the water pump. There it goes. Now this is taking water from out of the tank and just running it overboard. So now it's like an old-timey fire hose here. That way you can put the fire out on the tracks if you get a fire on the tracks or in the forest. And it also helps reduce the pressure in the boiler slightly.
And flush our tinder out the same
Yeah, see how rusty that water is? Give us a little cool it off. But they want to freshen up the water in here anyways, so. But you don't want to run all your water out of here. You got 500 gallons in here, and like I said in the earlier broadcast, you're going to run out of firewood before you run out of water, which is a good thing.
That's the fire pump.
That's how the fire pump goes. Now it's just recirculating the water inside the tank there. That rusty old water. In the meantime, this thing is cranking back up again to back up to 100 psi, and we're going to get another blow off here.
Yep. So what? Okay.
Looks like hot chocolate in there.
Yeah.
Okay. Plug your ears. That's how the pressure relief valve works.
Go ahead and take the fireman seat. We're going to move here.
Okay. We're in the fireman seat. You want this damper left closed for now?
Yeah, it's good. Just
leave it closed? All right.
You're all good. You got plenty of water and fuel, you're all good.
So just like tending to your fire at home, you just manage the fire just like a fireplace at home with the damper. And I wish I could get a wider angle on this. I can't really do that.
Oh, yeah, thank you. You know what?
So again, we're working in reverse right now. He's got his throttle right here. The Johnson bar is set in the direction which diverts the steam to the piston such that it's either going forwards or backwards, and he also has a steam brake. So on this early model equipment, you need pressure to make your brakes work. So if you have less than 40 psi here, you've effectively got no brakes. So you need steam pressure to have brakes. And it's hot in here too. I mean, that's just blazing hot fire right there. Brake set. And there's your water level right there. Yeah, the Shady Rest Hotel's just right over here on the other side of the
They're going to keep
on the other side of the pasture.
They're going to keep the tender tank and the trucks. Or no, they're taking the trucks with them, but we're keeping the tender tank. That's number 5's original tender when it went to Universal Studios. Yeah.
Oh yeah, right there. Yeah.
The wheel, yeah. No wheel assemblies. They come out in sets of 4.
Keep your hot coffee right over
Actually,
here.
they just lift them off. They're just sitting on there with gravity holding them on. They lift the whole tank off and the wheels come right out.
So you can see everything in these days is not necessarily standardized like you find in a modern day airplane. So you really had to know what your system. You had to know what each and every single valve does to safely operate one of these things.
Headache.
Nor is anything labeled.
I don't know. There's a lot. Lined up? I can't tell yet. You are lined up. All lined. This is ANW1.
So we're going to coordinate some of the other vehicles that are operating on the track here today
Roger that, thank you.
so that we can get that run up the hill here. And we're going to bring down a little backup assistance just in case, because with a full tank of 500 gallons of water, this thing's going to be maxed out trying to make this grade. How steep do you think that grade is, Chad?
8%.
8? Yeah, 8%. And I mean, this thing's used to working on dead flat level. 2.5% grade. So it's a little bit much for this thing. Hey, thanks, Sparky. All right, now we'll wait for number 1 to come on down here.
Yep.
You just go up to the hole.
Huh?
You got to go up to the hole up there so he can get behind us.
Yeah, he said it's lined for you. Tim just called and said it's lined up for you if you want to go up to it.
Well, I can't.
Oh, we got to throw the other one, duh. Hang on a sec.
I'll get this one here.
Switchology, man. We got a lot of switchbacks on
Got to
this
be getting
track.
close to beer 30.
It's hot and hard work here, working on the railroad.
Then we got a light attack for them.
We've got another series of switches to deal with here. Take another walk around the outside while we're waiting. So Les, when you're running forwards and backwards, reverse and forward, is it just a matter of which way you're porting the steam here? And that's done with a valving up here? Uh-huh. So when you move that Johnson bar, it's moving, I see something, into the forward motion. Okay. So these pistons actuate both ways. One way will get you forward and one way will get you backwards.
Here we go.
Clear.
All right, here's the rail bus coming up the hill.
1889. Chad moving the switch again.
Okay. Back on the engine.
Okay, here we go.
You still got to line the switch and all that stuff.
Oh,
to get
yeah,
back
that's right.
here, so,
That's right. Wait for Dan.
So we're heading up the other end.
Okay, you're good.
Now we're gonna firing up this track here. Which way is more throttle on that? Pulling it back is more throttle? Okay, so it's got a low throttle setting. But it's simply the load, the weight of the load of the locomotive that makes that difference in sound, where it really starts chuffing hard against the weight. The Porter, number one, can make it up the hill, because this Porter is only designed for a 2% grade, and we're going to tackle an 8% grade with nearly a full load of water, 500 gallons of water. Yeah, we should get the boys here playing some Johnny Cash while we're just like the Paul Schaefer band in between here. Here's Stinky. You know it's Stinky because it says so right on the front of it. Plymouth. Is that another big 6-cylinder Plymouth engine there, Timmer?
Yeah, it's a Plymouth gas engine. Yeah, 19 late 40s, early 50s.
And what would Stinky be used for? In the yard for moving stuff around?
Yeah, we got that from Westside Lumber Company.
Yeah.
They used it for moving log cars in and out of the mill, locomotives in and out of the roundhouse, and just any general purpose stuff. It's about 8 tons, and it pulls anything we got around here.
Yeah.
So he's going to couple on and back up this engine, and then we'll jump in the truck.
Okay, and then we're gonna jump in Tim's truck here and get you an interesting view from ahead of this locomotive. So this should be an interesting shot coming up the grade, and he's gonna put the coals to her and show you this Plymouth working hard. I mean, this Porter, the little Porter locomotive. He's got a real genuine kerosene lantern running the headlamp. And that Porter as well. I think you have to get a little further back to get beyond that switch. Northern California Starlink, yeah, good. It'd be neat to be able to go anywhere and have quality internet service. Low res connection for the backwoods. That's right. We ran out of steam there. You know what? I can't switch this thing around. Stand by. I'll switch this so I don't mess this up. Okay, there we go. That's easier to see and work with now. Who let the little locomotives out? Steam-powered aerial planes. Live steam is back. And if you're just joining us today, we're out here goofing around the Nevada County Narrow Gauge Railroad Museum with my buddy Tim O'Brien. And we're gonna go up here, back up to the museum, and show you the progress on number 5, the big time Nevada County Narrow Gauge Railroad that's gonna be steamed up for the first time in many, many years here in the next couple of weeks or month or so. And then I think we're going to go take it up to Carson City for a great big steam train convention up there later on this summer. All right, he's got her spooled up to 100 PSI. Remember, redliner, that pressure relief valve pops off at about 101 PSI. He's getting a little help from Stinky. All right, Timmer, you got her in sight? Keep a nice tight shot on it. Oh, easy on the zoom, Brownie. There we go. Listen to that. Punch it. Back to streaming. Back to steaming. Ah. There we go. That's the way you do it. Yeah, that's an old reference to the we're right there. The speeders, springs, and flyweights of the governors used to run these things. Okay, the steepest part is yet to come. Alright, he's going to go heading up that track now. Is that about it, Chad? Now here comes Stinky to the rescue. Woohoo! Look at that Stinky stink. Pushing her up the hill. Yeah, that's Stinky running that gas-powered engine. It puts out more smoke than the wood-burning locomotive. More exhaust. All right, let's go see what's in the barn here. Come on, Tim, let's go do number 5. I think I can, yeah. See, needs a little assistance. All right, well, welcome to the Nevada County Narrow Gauge Railroad Museum, Nevada City, California. These folks are getting rides today. Is that Herman Dar?
No, but I classed for him.
How you doing? Good, good.
I enjoy your postings all the time.
Well, thanks. You're on live right now, as a matter of fact.
How did I get in there? Oh, on this.
Yeah.
I've been in here talking with the guys, and I've got a couple books from Westinghouse air brake equipment. 1923. I know where they've got a problem in there, so it's go home and go through those two
Go through the
volumes
books.
and find it, and then as I find the stuff, I'll make copies out of it so
Good.
they'll have something in their file.
Good, good. That's what it takes. It's all.
Oh my gosh,
This
yeah.
stuff's pretty thorough.
Yeah, it's all in the books. Those old books are very thorough. Yeah. We're gonna go take a look at number 5 real quick here.
Go ahead.
All right. All right, here it is. This is the number 5 narrow gauge railroad locomotive.